Hello, I'm Parthiv Patel, and I'm back once again. And what a day to come back on Cricbuzz. It was a must-win game for India. Both the teams moved from Caribbean to America, and India won the game in a dominating style. It was a disciplined performance in every field, whether it was bowling, whether it was fielding, or batting. And in the end, India won the game by 9 wickets, and series is leveled at 2-all. West Indies won the toss and decided to bat first. And that's usually has been a trend when you are playing at Florida because you want to score runs and you want to score big runs. And that's why West Indies came out attacking. But I thought India was very smart in their bowling lineup. I thought Arshdeep was brilliant, though he was hit for a boundary, but he came out and bowled a beautiful bouncer to Kyle Mayers. Every Indian bowler today was looking to take wicket. They were not looking to be defensive. And that is the reason why India could restrict West Indies to 179. That was probably not a pass score, it was a below par score. But you got to give credit the way Indian think tank was thinking. They were always looking to take wickets. Kuldeep Yadav once again was outstanding. He got two most important wickets of West Indies batting lineup. Roman Powell, who's been scoring runs in this series. We know how good a form Nicholas Puran is in, but that's what we expect out of Kuldeep Yadav. Always trying to take wickets, and that's exactly what he has been doing throughout this series, whether it is a one-day game or a T20 game. So, all in all, I thought India's fielding was outstanding. We saw Sanju Samson taking an outstanding catch. We saw Kuldeep Yadav taking a brilliant catch at third. And we saw Tilak Verma taking a brilliant catch at long on. So I thought, all in all, it was an outstanding, disciplined bowling and fielding performance by India. And when India started to chase those 179, they were in control throughout the innings. Shubman Gill was outstanding with his shot selection, and Yashasvi Jaiswal, yet another time, he showed that how good a player he is. He's probably a player of all formats. He got 100 on Test debut. He's just playing his second T20I and got a proper 50 today. So I think the way India chased down this target, the way India actually approached this game, when you score more than 150 as an opening partnership, that 179 target looks really small. And India, exactly what India did today. My performer of the day today was Yashasvi Jaiswal. I thought, see, to me, I always feel that pressure of expectation is the biggest pressure. And when you've got 100 on Test debut, people are expecting a lot out of you, especially after the kind of IPL he's had, the kind of domestic season he's had. So, people are expecting Yashasvi Jaiswal to get runs and get runs in a prolific style. And that's exactly how he played today. He showed his range. He was fearless. There was no doubt about shot selection. I think to me, the six which he hit of Akhil Hussain of reverse lap or a reverse sweep, whatever you want to call it, it just shows the kind of mind frame he is in. And it just shows that he doesn't matter whether he gets out or the kind of run rate he's playing. It doesn't matter how he got out in first game. So it is the reason why I think Yashasvi Jaiswal was on top of his game. And he with him and Shubman Gill, they actually did the joint highest opening partnership for India, 165. I think probably Yashasvi Jaiswal to me is the player for future, and he will probably serve India in all three formats for a long, long time. Key moment of the game. I thought that Kuldeep's seventh over turned the game around in India's favor. West Indies was going along nicely after power play, 55 for 2. Then Kuldeep comes in and gets 2 wickets in an over, and those 2 wickets of Roman Powell and Nicholas Puran. The hallmark of Kuldeep Yadav's skills, obviously we saw it, but he's always been looking to take wickets, and that's exactly what he did in seventh over. And that's what captain had brought him, because they know they had to get Roman Powell and Nicholas Puran out. But Kuldeep did back his strength like he has always been doing in this series, and he shows the confidence which he is in, and that actually is the reason why at one stage West Indies was looking like getting to more than 200, but because of that one over, the seventh over, that turned the game around in India's favor. Listen, so West Indies, I thought West Indies started the series really well. They were 2-0 up. Now they're finding themselves in 2-all against a very dominating Indian side. So they probably, the consistency is something which we always talk about with, relate with West Indies cricket, and that it showed again. They were in a good position. They won the toss on a flat wicket. Everything was going in their favor, but they lost their way. So they need to find that middle way in between. Yes, they were trying to get runs. Yes, they were trying to be attacking, but there is a phase in the game where you need to step back a bit. And I thought West Indies failed to do it. And that is the reason why they could not get to a score which they were looking to get into. And also, you can't just rely on two players to get runs for your side. That has been, we're talking about just two players, means Nicholas Puran and Roman Powell. You need someone, whoever gets in, you have a responsibility of playing a big inning. It can't be always Nicholas Puran and Roman Powell. Shea Hope was brought in today, got a 40. You need someone to get to 70, 80. So you need someone to, play not a defensive role, but someone to play a longer inning so that the attacking batters can go out there and express themselves. I thought India was outstanding today. This is something we all want to see how Indian cricket goes forward. The way Ashdeep attacked, the way Kuldeep attacked in their mindset, the way Yashasvi Jaiswal and Shubman Gill came in, the way they batted. There was no fear, and that's how the world cricket is evolving, and that's how we want to see how Indian cricket goes. I thought Shubman Gill was outstanding today. Someone we know the potential of Shubman Gill. We have the tendency of questioning someone who doesn't get runs, and we say whether is good enough for a T20 format or not. Then we've seen how good Shubman Gill is. So just couple of performance here and there just doesn't. We should not just say he can't play T20 or one day cricket. Shubman Gill is once again like Yashasvi Jaiswal is a player for future, and he showed that again today. We need to keep faith in players. We need to keep faith in an approach, because when you're trying to play an attacking cricket, you might get out, especially an opener playing in T20 format. So keeping faith is something which Indian cricket needs to do it going forward, in especially in this format.
It's a series decider, finally a series decider, because India was pushed to the wall after losing those couple of first T20Is, and third and fourth, India came out in a winning style. But to me, I think this is a real test for Indian youngsters. I thought, the knockout games can get the best out of you. This is a great test for Yashasvi Jaiswal, Tilak Verma, Mukesh Kumar, who's been outstanding with his death bowling. So this will, test Indian youngsters. This would be a good stepping stone just towards that World Cup we are talking about in 2024. For India, it's everything to look forward to it. Result will not matter as much, though India would definitely like to win the series. But I think, there'll be a great learning curve for Indian youngsters. For West Indies, they have everything to play for. In the last couple of years, we've seen how low West Indies cricket has gone down to. But for them, this series win can boost their confidence to a great deal. Beating a side like India, beating a giant side like India, I think that will give them a lot of confidence. That will give them something to look forward to in another World Cup, which is going to happen in their home soil. As far as playing 11 is concerned, I don't see India making any changes, because I thought, bro, they played brilliantly in last two T20Is. They were almost like a decider. And for a actual decider, I don't see India making any changes. For West Indies, I thought that playing 11 was very good. I thought their batting was, till number 10. They probably might want to, include another bowler, but I don't see them making any changes either. I thought, with the games, the turnaround is like, there's no turnaround. They're just playing today. So probably, there won't be any changes from both the side. That's something which I feel. We spoke about changes, whether India will make changes, whether West Indies will make changes. But here on Cricbuzz, there will not be any changes. I'll be right here. See you all tomorrow.